Musicians hate social media because their priority ladder is backwards. They're focused on this, hoping it will lead to this. Instead, flip your ladder.
DIY.
DIYers, artists, music producers, there is no mystery that we are some of the most creative beings on earth. The things that we have the ability to do, from taking a 2-second sound that goes like boom and manipulating it, distorting it, stretching it, sliding it so that it creates some of the amazing things that we do, genre to genre, from R&B to hip hop to drill. What we do sometimes to other people looks like nothing short of a miracle. With that being said, it is sometimes disheartening to see so many creatives that struggle with being creative with social media, with creating content. Our field is based in creativity, and we should be the ones that naturally think outside the box. But I feel like when folks get on social media who are artists, producers, we either get overwhelmed or we just do whatever is safe. This particular video, it's a very short clip that breaks down a theory of why music producers or musicians in general may hate social media and how to fix it.
Musicians hate social media because their priority ladder is backwards. They're focused on this, hoping it will lead to this. Instead, flip your ladder. Just share your art. Use that to bring meaning and value, then let the algorithm bring you likes and views from the people who truly connect.
Most of us as musicians think of social media as an unnecessary hassle at times, but the reason why I believe that this is a battle for most of us is because we think the only goal is to get as many likes, as many views, and to somehow trick the algorithm. The idea of tricking the algorithm purposely is such an arrogant point of view. These algorithms on all these social medias are created by people who are so brilliant in their own right, then combine them in a group of other brilliant human beings. They create this and they update this on a regular basis. It is so sophisticated that those who have a hand in it can't explain every one of its mechanisms. So to think that us just putting up some Instagram posts, I tricked the algorithm. It's 7 hashtags you got to put on Instagram, y'all. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it was. It's naive. But I like what this example says. The reason why it's so frustrating for most of us on social media is because we're thinking of likes and views and algorithm, meaning and value, and then art last. When the only reason that I'm on social media and why many of you might be on social media is because of your art.
Instead, flip your ladder. Just share your art. Use that to bring meaning and value, then let the algorithm bring you likes and...
If you change the blockage that occurs mentally when you think of social media and you flip the ladder and you say, it is my goal to share my art. And the art is not just the music. The art is the presentation of the music. That's why whenever you need artwork for your song, you get a graphic artist. All of this is art. So the way that you frame your scene of you listening to your art, creating your art, performing your art is a part of the art. The amount of seconds that you use to convey a message is a part of the artistic statement. The colors of your font, the lack of colors, maybe it's in black and white, are all artistic means of expressing yourself. If you focus on that first and you accentuate the things that are meaningful and bring you value, for me, that would be, I love creating these cinematic displays that look like they could have been out of a movie scene. I get excited about that. I am a huge movie buff. I love watching a scene over and over again and figuring out what makes it so captivating for me. So when I can create that within my own house with my camera work, that for me says I am creating a level of entertainment that rivals someone's movie experience by taking this extra thought. I use that same cinematic display to teach people so that it's ultimately packed with value. This is how I designed the artwork for my new song with the help of AI. Step 1, I generated an image with the help of AI website DALL-E with the following prompt. A 3D render of a woman meditating in front of an oscillating house fan in the middle of a garden, or colorful. We're only a few seconds into it and I'm already introducing to someone to another way to create artwork for your new song. While, zoom in on this, my instrumental was playing in the background for my new song, This. When you create that kind of experience, you give somebody an opportunity who otherwise wouldn't even check for your music or give a shit about what Curtis King got to say on a beat. This is how I give them an opportunity to bring them into my world. Even the tonality of my voice matches very closely how I approach the lyrics of the song. That's how I interpret what's being said here, in that I'm giving you the art, I'm giving you the meaning and the value on the front end. And when people say, this is meaningful to me. This is valuable to me. They show it in their actions by liking the video, engaging with the video. I think that's such a bar. Last thing I want to say is kind of a 2-for-1. It's important to study the things that you like and that you enjoy. But also, I think another reason why the social media experience in terms of creating can be so overwhelming for so many of us as creatives is because of a few different factors. This is one of them I've never even thought about.
Usually, an Instagram video is 15 seconds to 1 minute long. And if you use it for 30 minutes, if it's a 15-second video, you watch 120 videos. If it's usually 1 minute videos, in 30 minutes, you watch almost 30 videos in just half an hour. 30 minutes, 30 videos to 120 videos is basically 30 different emotions to 120 emotions. Each video is different. It has different emotions. One video can be sad, the next one is angry, the next one is happy, the next one is stressful. You keep on switching your emotions every 15 seconds or every 1 minute, which is a huge problem.
From a therapeutic perspective, experiencing a multitude of intense emotions within a condensed period can be overwhelming and potentially harmful. Here are some of the potential dangers: emotional exhaustion, difficulty in emotional regulation, impaired decision-making, increased vulnerability to mental health issues, strained relationships, physical health effects, impeded growth and healing. I share this, and this is how I'm going to tie it all together. Use social media, don't let it use you. I think that when you are sitting on the timeline and you're comparing yourself to other people is one of the most unfair things that you can do for the experience that you have the gift to provide. You're supposed to give us your story, not their story, not the person that you're a fan story. That's not why people are a fan of you, is not because you're a fan of somebody else. They want to see your story. And I think a lot of us miss out on that opportunity because we are the used instead of the users of the social media. Don't let social media use you. Get in and get out. At the beginning of this year, I slowed down significantly my activity on social media so that I can follow one course until success on YouTube. I focused only on YouTube, and guess what happened? It made me better about my decision making and my art and my value propositions when I went back to social media to create content. It was less about trying to keep up with the Joneses of social media. It was less about being a consumer of social media, a hyper consumer of it. It was more about taking the things that I know that work, dropping in to provide that value, engaging with my audience, taking a step sometimes within a timeline, but understanding that after a certain point, I am no longer using social media and social media is using me for clicks on their ads to increase their pockets. My time equals social media's money. If you know why you're on social media, if you account for the time that you spend on social media, it becomes significantly less overwhelming. If you understand what you're supposed to be doing on social media, you feel less lost on social media. You leave yourself less vulnerable to the kaleidoscope of emotions that can occur. You see one clip of a cute little puppy, then you see another clip of an abused child, then you see another clip of somebody spewing hate about a particular group, then you see another clip of somebody getting killed by the police, then you see another clip that's about sports, and you see another clip of two people fighting, and it's just a lot. So I get why we're so overwhelmed by it, but I hope that at least sharing this with you can help you maneuver it just a little bit more. If you have any additional tips or things that you do, feel free to share below. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.